Thank you, Mishra ji, for your very kind words. And I see Umakant ji is here, and we have been sharing a lot of good work over the past few days. And a very good morning to all friends and everybody who has found time to be on this very important webinar. And this happens to be a very important day in the say cooperative movement. This being the International Day of Cooperatives, and I congratulate everybody who's here for the same. And I'll restrict my views to the very limited is the most important aspect for any organization or any sector to grow. And somehow, whatever efforts were made till now, uh, they were say something very small in the entire scheme of things. And magnitude has been spelled out by Mr. Mishra in the way we are not talking in terms of say thousands or lakhs. We are talking in terms of crores of people who need to be trained, and it becomes very important and imperative for any sector that proper training and education is there for people to deliver and make that sector grow. Now, what has happened over a period of time, we have been focusing on small pockets. Say, whatever little means we have, whatever institutes we have been focusing on them and trying to meet the objectives. And the figures that I do get is that we probably train 50, 60,000 people in a year, taking into account the facilities that we have, as also those are shared by the state governments and the various unions, etc. Um, I think time has come to look beyond the obvious. And what is obvious? Obvious is these scattered institutes that we have, one or two in every state, and every day we do get requests from various state governments that this needs to be upscaled or this needs to be. And we are also very much aware as to what the challenge is on hand. So what we need to do is, besides strengthening our own, what is there on the ground and what good work has been done, we need to look beyond. We need to look at the new alternatives and new ways of reaching out to people and providing education and training to them. And I think most of the people sitting here are aware because they are associated with this exercise, Mr. Mishra and Mr. Umakant, both. And what are these options? What are these? We need to adopt the new age technologies, and say we need to reach out through the means of say a television channel or online learning or say making use of various technologies, or the university which is being talked about and which is in the works for some time now. We are also working on a system where some kind of synergy is there, some kind of standardization develops, some kind of system develops whereby a number of institutes come up in every state, and which can then be, have a can give jobs to people. That should be our focus, to teach people what will fetch them jobs, what will fetch them something proper, where they can upgrade themselves, where they can sustain themselves. So a whole lot of work needs to be done, not only in terms of the institutes, also in terms of standardization, also in terms of quality, also in terms of what should be the curricula, what is the need of the industry. Industry, when I say industry here, I mean obviously cooperatives. And what is the need? What is the requirement? Maybe we are teaching people one thing and the requirement is of something other. Now, somebody was making a mention yesterday in one of our meetings, say something as simple as a chiller plant, and it has to be run and maintained, and there are hardly any trained people around. What happens is somebody learns say on the site, and then he develops the expertise and he is retained there. But then we need to provide that expertise. We need to provide that experience. We need to provide people who can take up these kind of works and be useful to the system. I feel we all need to feel very strongly about training and awareness, and I think say somehow training and awareness and education has always been on the back burner, not only in this sector, but all over. I mean, this only comes to the fore once somebody takes cognizance of it. And I'm very happy to share with you that this is one of the key and focus and most important area and the prerogative of the ministry at this point of time, wherein we'll be leaving no stone unturned to ensure that training reaches out to most of the people and we develop a cadre of educated and trained personnel who can serve the interest of the cooperatives. Thank you so much. Thank you.